Sky on the window, like that was all there was. I lift my head again and laugh under my breath. The laugh fades out, but the room keeps the words. Right words sat in the room like dust inside the light. They never raised their voice, they just folded the walls and nothing disappeared, nothing burned away. The things I used to reach for stood just outside the frame. So I stopped turning there and caught it growing up. The window stayed open, but I leaned back inside. I left half the window and called it sky. A square of blue stuck low on the glass. The words were true, but not my truth. I kept the frame and lost the outside. I left half the window and called it the sky. Just a little blue in a smaller life. Yeah, I never threw it out, never watched it leave. I just learned to look where the room allowed me. The blinds stayed half open, the light came in thin. I got used to the border like skin on my hands. It was only glass, I knew what it was. Still I call that color the world I lived in. Fold another day like paper in my pocket. Wear a quiet face and pass through it again. Some things are not far, but never arrive. Some names are not gone, I just stopped calling. I left half the window and called it the sky. A square of blue stuck low on the glass. The words were true, but not my truth. I kept the frame and lost the outside. I left half the window and called it the sky. Just a little blue in a smaller life. Being grown sounded so correct, I mistook it for shelter. I learned to shrink like it was wisdom. Nobody stole it, nobody locked the door. I drew the line first and lived inside it. It wasn't the sky that got smaller, it was the room I kept choosing. It wasn't the dream that disappeared, I just learned how not to see it. Didn't know I learned it till it lived in me. No one left to blame, that's the bitter part. The world never lied, it just left me less. So I almost laughed, because nothing was wrong. After the laugh goes cold, time breaks into pieces. Time keeps breaking into thinner pieces. Imagination gets short, courage wears thin. The more I learn, the less I wander. Counting what remains gets heavy in my hands. A heart that knows the ending folds itself first. Back then, the summer had no edges. I spent it like it would never run out. The blue where my child voice lived now waits behind the glass. I left half the window and called it the sky. A square of blue stuck low on the glass. The words were true, but not the answer. I kept the frame and lost the outside. I left half the window and called it the sky. That childhood blue, still out of reach. Sky on the window, like that was all there was. I lift my head again and laugh under my breath.